Hello everybody, welcome to Cherie Voyage. Today we have the Chanel Les Beiges 2021 collection in. Cannot wait to go over swatches with you guys. We're going to try the products on today and I'm going to go over a min review. I did buy pretty much the whole collection, so let's jump into this and see what you guys think. Let's get started. I'm going to start with prepping my skin first before we put the makeup on. I have the La Solution 10 de Chanel moisturizer. I'm going to add a couple of drops of the LeBlanc Healthy Light Creator Oil inside of the moisturizer. And then I'm going to top it off with the Chanel Le Lift Eye Cream. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do about a pump and a half of the moisturizer. And then I'm going to do, let's see, about 2-3 drops, about 4 drops of the oil. And then I mix it together in my palm. All right, so I'm just blending this into the skin here. I love Chanel products, you guys. I have been using it for 20 plus years. In my 25-year career, they are the brand that I worked with the longest. I remember doing artistry on clients and they would say how they do Chanel for 20 plus years and how much they loved it. And I remember thinking, wow, well, you know, these women were in their 40s, 50s, 60s and up. And I thought, God, your skin looks so good. I hope my skin looks as good as yours does when I get older. That's when I was in my 20s. And I can say now, being in my 40s, I feel like obviously I don't have perfect skin, but I can see that has definitely helped keep my skin in pretty good shape. So I am a fan of Chanel skincare and it definitely works. That and SPF and Dr. Gross peel pads. Ooh, so good. All right, so skincare is on. I'm gonna add some eye cream here and then we'll jump into the fun part, which is the color. All right, I'm gonna briefly add this Le Lift eye cream. The Lift line is so good, you guys. Great for firming and lifting the skin. Also, the LeBlanc line, for those of you who want a really bright, luminous skin tone, that stuff is incredible. All right, get some eye cream under there. Tap a little bit on top of my lid. All right, we are prepped, ready to go. Let's get into this Les Beiges collection. All right, so I'm gonna start off with the Les Beiges Water Fresh Tint. It's a light to medium coverage foundation, gel texture, pigmented, micro droplets that create a radiant, healthy looking glow. Lightweight, composed of 75% water, delivering a burst of freshness upon application, up to 8 hours of hydration. I don't wear this much, but I do pull it out for summer because it's just like a light, cool jelly texture. If I get kind of like too much sun and I feel a bit warm, the cool jelly texture feels good. In fact, I've put this in the fridge and it just cools the skin down. It feels really good. Because it's made of 75% water, it's very hydrating, very cooling. All right, so I'm gonna put a couple of drops here on the back of my hand. As it comes out, it's just really watery, as you can see. It's kind of a clear jelly texture, and you can see these tiny little droplets. All right, I'm gonna use my Kevyn Aucoin foundation brush. I like it because it's really dense, so it's able to blend the product in really well. So I start off in the middle, and then I just blend outward. You can see how it evens out the texture on the skin. Gives a nice luminosity and a really beautiful glow. It's very, very light, but it does do a good job of just kind of bringing everything together so that you don't look, a little dark here and red here and dark spots here. It just kind of blurs imperfections and gives a nice evenness to the skin. Okay. So can you see the subtle glow that it has to the skin? Whereas this has a bit of darkness and, kind of a little bit of discoloration. This is much more even. So the Healthy Glowing Bronzing Cream comes now in 2 shades, which I love about Time Chanel. And that is the color that I have here. And then they came out with one that is deep. Now, obviously, I am more on the lighter side, so I didn't get the deep one, but they do have a deep one. And now for my medium to deep skinned friends, Chanel's finally catching up. It's a great product. I cannot wait for you guys to try it. It's a creamy texture, and it is fantastic on the skin. It just mimics natural skin texture. It's nice and hydrating. It dries down beautifully, and it creates the most natural looking sun-kissed skin, or you can use it to sculpt features on the face. Up to you. I'm going to take my awesome Marc Jacobs The Face 2 angled brush. Such a good brush, you guys. It's the brush for foundation and bronzing and contouring. It has the best shape. So we go right in the hollow of the cheek, which is usually from the top of the ear here, and you just draw a line down. You should feel that hollow in the cheek. You're going to stop at the outer corner of the eye. So I'm going to tap, once again, that product on. See if I like the color. Make sure it's not too light or too dark for me. I feel good with how much is on the skin. From there, I take my angled brush and I flick up very lightly. And why I do that is because it gives me a nice lifting effect. Nice and subtle second skin-like texture. I'm going to use now the Les Beiges powder, and it's a Healthy Glow illuminating powder. There are 2 shades, and it states that it's a limited edition complexion enhancing face powder that can be used as a sheer highlighter or subtle bronzer for a natural looking glow. So I'm going to swirl some of that powder here. I take the powder and I lightly move in the center of the face because that's where we usually have the most oils. And once you've laid that powder down, there's basically like a light coating of powder. Then you can go in and do a soft buffing action, which is swirling the brush. So now I can go in and do big circles onto the skin. All right. I got the Les Beiges Healthy Glow Natural Eyeshadow Palette in both colors. I have Intense and Tender. There are 6 shades in these palettes, and they retail for $65. Now these are the newest out of the 6 shades. So I want to do a full look with these shadows. So today I'm going to just do the Tender eyeshadow look, and I'll do another video this week of the color Intense. All right, let's go ahead and do the look today with the shadow in Tender. I'm gonna use the brushes that came with the palette because I think Chanel does some really great brushes. They're really easy to use. This one is like an actual brush. It has bristles, and this one is the sponge dough applicator. I'm gonna first start off with the lighter shade up at the top. I'm just gonna go right across the lid. Now remember that these are very light. They're summer shadows. They're meant to be light. It's not one of those winter fall palettes where you want to see bold color. It's not what these are about. Next is use the same brush, flip it over, and I'm going to grab some of that shimmer. Now, the shimmers in these are really light, so don't worry if you are somebody who does not gravitate towards shimmers. Chanel does a pretty good job of creating beautiful, subtle, chic finishes and formulations with their makeup so that it doesn't ever look artificial. It just looks very polished. So I'm taking this mauve, kind of purplish brown color, and I've stamped it on the outer corner of the eye here. The idea is to really stick to the lower lid. Don't go on the brow bone. If it transfers a little on the brow bone, that's fine, but you really want to stay low. And then bring it out just a bit. Turn the brush over so the point is facing towards your ear and work inward. What that does is it helps it so that your outer eye shadow with the dark color doesn't get too far out of control and you have too much of a wing on the outside. This is the one time I'm going to grab a brush because I want to make sure that that edge is blended, and I'm using the SONIA G Crease Pro. I'm just going to lightly work back and forth, and look at my hand. I'm not doing this. I'm really just using my wrist to move the brush around. And then I'll take that corner and just lightly feather it up and then work back in. So it's really back and forth motion, work that outer corner, and then back and forth motion once again. I'm gonna use this kind of rosy mauve tone, put a little on my brush here, and I'm going to place it right next to the outer corner. So I really focused on the outer corner with this color here. Now I'm gonna go and move in just a bit where the middle of the eye is, but not at the center. So still on the outer edge, but the middle outer edge. I'm going to use the very last color here, and I flipped the brush over that has the bristles on it, and I'm grabbing this color that's kind of a creamy, I would say like a light champagne type of color. I'm going to focus on the inner corner of the eye, moving to the center, and lightly blend it past the 50% mark on the middle of the eye here. So take it all the way, I'd say, to a little bit outside the iris. And that's the look. All right, so I just put on the Chanel Beige Pearl, one of my favorite eyeliners besides Victoria Beckham eyeliners, which are amazing. But if you want something really easy that is more of a fat liner that's easy to just quickly put on. I call it almost like a rock and roll eyeliner because you can easily wrap it around the eye. You can just blend it with your finger. So easy to use. It's just one of those quick liners. So here's the color I used. I wrapped it around my eye. It's just a really pretty kind of champagne brown, light gold flecks in there. So easy to use. Absolutely love this liner. It's my go-to if I want a quick polish look. And then if I want more definition, I'll add my Victoria Beckham liner and wrap that around the inner eye. Chanel sent me the Le Volume Revolution de Chanel mascara. So I'm going to go ahead and use this today for the mascara. All right, let's try this out. Now I normally use Dior mascara. My favorite mascara by Chanel is the Inimitable mascara for a long, clean, defined lash. So like the mascara, don't love it. I feel like I get a lot more volume and oomph with my Dior mascaras. It's not a bad mascara, it's good, it's just not my favorite. So I'm looking a bit pale, so I'm gonna add some blush. This is the Fleur de Printemps highlighter blush. And I'm gonna go ahead and use my big, fluffy 05 Tom Ford brush. Do a couple swirls here. This is such a perfect blush for spring and summer. It's just gorgeous. There's a nice, beautiful glow to the skin. I just love it. I got the 3 new Rouge Cocoa Flash lipsticks. I got the colors Sunbeam, Flame, and Dawn. So these do retail for $40. There are 38 shades. I got the 3 newest ones. So what they're a comfortable lipstick with intense color that transforms on contact with lips for an enhanced high shine effect. Intensely pigmented formula features an innovative blend of oils to moisturize and glide smoothly onto lips. And this is very much true. They are very hydrating. They give a beautiful color payoff. They're really stunning. All Chanel lipsticks to me are top notch. They're just beautiful. They understand hydration, they understand pigment, and they bring them together perfectly so you have a really gorgeous hydrated lip. So let's take a look at these. So the first color I'm going to show you guys is Dawn. The second color is Sunbeam. And last is Flame. All right, so I did buy 3 of the 4 new nail polish colors for this collection. I got Glimmer, Golden Sand, and Solar. So what it says is that they're a long-lasting nail color. They're in a range of shades for all seasons, and I love that. It's very couture the way they approach their colors. It's enriched with bioceramics and ceramides. They provide a deep care to help strengthen and improve the quality of nails over time, along with protective benefits. The formula features carefully selected pigments for even application and a dramatic look. Completely 100% behind that statement. The nail polishes don't ruin my nails. They last a long time. The color is beautiful. The finish is fantastic. I highly recommend the Chanel polishes. So I did paint my nails in the 3 different colors, and I will be showing you the ones that I painted that correlate with the actual nail polish that I'm talking about. So the first color I'm going to go over with you guys is the color Glimmer. It's a beautiful, just gorgeous actually, nude taupe color with silver shimmer through it. This to me is the perfect bridal nail polish. So bridal season's coming up. This is for you. And here is the color. All right, so the next shade I got was Golden Sand is the color. And the last color I got was the color Solar. We've reached the end of the video, so briefly, what are my thoughts? I love it. It's gorgeous. It's light reflecting. It's summer. And just know that it is not meant to be a over-the-top, saturated, pigmented collection. It's meant to be for summer. So it's beautiful light washes, subtle finishes, always chic. I think of Chanel and I think of chic. All right, everyone, please let me know what you think. What are your thoughts? Do you think you're going to try the collection? Are you interested? Is there something you guys want to ask me? Always here for you guys. Feel free to pick my brain. As I've stated before, I'm a makeup artist of 25 years, and specifically with Chanel, it was the one of the brands that I worked for the longest of my career. So feel free to ask me anything you'd like. All right, everyone, if you guys want to support Cherie Voyage, you like what you're seeing here, the best way to do that, as well as with all content creators that you like, is subscribe. Use the affiliate links down below and leave us a comment. Let us know what you think and hit that like button. All right, everyone, please take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.